Alex Gray freezes mid-step, the stale gym locker room air pressing in as she stares at Jake. Not just any guy, but the guy who just made her forget the betrayal, lying in the same bed as her ex and her gym instructor. It's the kind of shock that cracks your world wide open, and here's the kicker. Her best friends Emma and Serena want to turn this heartbreak into a wild competition. But Alex can't find a single man worth her time until Jake walks in, messing up every plan she had. Let's rewind to heartbreak and then dial it way up. Alex finds her boyfriend in bed with her gym instructor. Instead of retreat, her friends challenge her to a crazy competition. Seduce as many men as possible in 2 months. But heartbreak is sticky. Alex can't find anyone worth chasing. Here's where the story twists. At Midtown Fitness, Alex's worst nightmare plays out in daylight. She walks in expecting a routine workout but catches Jeremy, her boyfriend, tangled up with her gym instructor, Lisa. The shock is so intense she stumbles backward into a wall. Later, Emma and Serena show up at her apartment, fueled by shots and mischief, spinning this disaster into a challenge that tastes like sweet revenge and reckless freedom. But the real test? Finding someone who's actually worth her heart. The dare is more than just a silly bet. It's like lighting tinder with a match in a dry forest. Emma and Serena's challenge powers Alex's courage and shakes her out of misery. Think of it like jumping into a cold lake to shock your senses awake, painful at first, but then electrifying and clarifying. This push flips the script from feeling powerless to chasing control, fueling a desperate but bold hunt through New York's chaotic dating scene. What starts as a numbers game quickly becomes about meaning. Alex's endless string of uninspiring hookups, boring dinners, ghosting texts, awkward laughs makes her rethink. When Jake finally appears, everything changes. He's not just another notch on the bedpost. He's a guy who's real enough to derail her plans. The competition's rules blur, and Alex realizes sometimes misbehaving isn't about wild nights. It's about shifting what you value unexpectedly. Alex's dive into dating chaos isn't reckless chaos, it's strategic misbehavior. She learns to bend rules without breaking, flirting not just with guys but with her own limits. Here's where rebellion gets dressed up in wit and wisdom. One unforgettable night at the Velvet Lounge, Alex charms a room without ever crossing into desperation. It's not about conquest but conversation, the playfulness in her eyes creating a magnetic pull. This new approach transforms flirting from a game of manipulation into an art form, like a jazz solo, improvised, fluid, and deeply authentic. This is her awakening moment, realizing misbehavior can be an expression of self, not just rebellion. Misbehaving has rules, surprisingly. Alex navigates dates and hookups with more intuition than checklist, knowing when to laugh, when to pull away, when to invite someone in. Imagine walking a tightrope strung between fun and respect, wobbling but never falling. This balancing act teaches her that keeping oneself intact amid chaos is the ultimate power play, not the reckless abandon she'd feared. With every bold choice, like turning down a wild one-night stand that felt off, Alex reclaims her boundaries. It's messy at first, like scribbles over a blank canvas, but slowly she paints her own lines. The risk isn't just in breaking rules, but in knowing which to keep. The real transformation. She misbehaves on her terms, rewriting what freedom means. Just when Alex thinks she's nailed the rules, Jake rolls in like a plot twist nobody saw coming. Suddenly, the competition fades. He's not just a target but a catalyst. Here's how one man reshapes everything. It's a rainy Thursday at Dewey Park when Alex spots Jake sheltering under a cracked umbrella, his laugh cutting through the drizzle. Unlike any other date she's had during the dare, Jake is messy, honest, and impossible to pigeonhole. This meeting throws all her competition plans out the window. Instead of chasing conquest, Alex is caught chasing glimpses of something real. But will she risk it all for the unknown? Jake's openness breaks down Alex's defenses like a wrecking ball in slow motion. In one moment, he shares a memory of his sister's fierce loyalty. Another, he admits his own mistakes. It's like watching a handmade sculpture being chipped free from a block of marble, raw, imperfect, stunningly beautiful. This cracks the shallow dating game wide open, revealing the hunger for connection hiding beneath her wild antics. With Jake, the dare stakes change. They're not about numbers or trophies anymore. Alex realizes misbehaving isn't just about breaking rules, it's about breaking free. From past hurt, from shallow games, from the mask she wore. The transformation is clear and explosive. Sometimes the best prize isn't winning but finding who you really want beside you. Emma and Serena aren't just wild cards. They're the secret engines behind Alex's transformation. Their rivalry, jokes, and brutal honesty push her further than she'd go alone. Emma locks eyes with Alex the night of the dare launch and smirks. Last one to find a date buys breakfast. That competition sets a fire under Alex's feet. Through bar crawls, disastrous text exchanges, and midnight pep talks, they challenge each other to face fears and failures head-on. Unlike solitary struggle, this carnival of rivalry drives growth. Bitter, jolting, but necessary. Their friendship becomes a living lab for survival and reinvention. When Alex questions her worth after a humiliating rejection, Serena doesn't sugarcoat it. You're better than this pity party. That tough love stings, but it's the wake-up call Alex needs. It's like being shoved into a cold shower. You hate it initially but emerge clearer and stronger. These brutal truths strip away excuses, revealing a clearer, truer version of herself underneath the mess. Even in the bitterest moments, they laugh at bad dates, awkward moments, and Alex's questionable dance moves. That laughter isn't just relief, it's glue. It reminds Alex she's not alone, that misbehaving can include joy and connection too. The payoff. The dare becomes a shared saga, a communal tonic to heartbreak and growth. By the end, Alex's journey isn't about wild nights or winning dares. It's about discovering what freedom truly means. Hint: it's far more complex, richer, and messier than she expected. After 2 months of misbehaving, Alex stands on the rooftop of her apartment, the city humming below like a heartbeat. The dare gave her freedom, but not the messy, unhinged nightlife she imagined. Instead, freedom revealed itself in choosing what to chase and what to let go. Chaos is easy, choice is rare. That realization rewrites everything she thought she knew about rebellion and independence. Jake reappears, not as a prize to be claimed but as a partner in exploration. Their connection blossoms into something that doesn't cage Alex but expands her universe. It's like opening a window in a stuffy room. The air changes, the colors brighten, and suddenly the view feels infinite. Love here is a catalyst that multiplies freedom instead of limiting it. The journey taught Alex one non-negotiable truth. The biggest power isn't in seduction or wild dares but in knowing yourself. This self-knowledge, messy, painful, and exhilarating, turns her from a misbehaving wildcard into a woman who commands her story. That's the ultimate payoff, turning misbehavior into mastery over your own life. Remember that shocking moment at Midtown Fitness. That wasn't just Alex's breaking point. It was her gateway to an unexpected adventure in misbehaving, growth, and love. She learned that breaking the rules isn't about chaos. It's about rewriting them on your own terms. So here's your shot. Next time life blindsides you with betrayal or disappointment, dare to misbehave differently. Choose courage, connection, and clarity over chaos. Turn your mess into mastery just like Alex did. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.